Did you know that meekness is a sign of strength? Young Doug Carter didn't, but then he still had quite a few things to learn. Stay tuned for another episode of The Living
Hey, Al. Douglas, please. Buy some gas, buddy. See you later. Douglas, please don't shout like that. You frighten me to death.
Sorry.
And watch out, you'll knock something over.
I'm nowhere near anything, Mom.
Oh, I don't know. Your father talks around like a mouse, and you're just like an elephant.
Hey, where is Old Man Mouse? You said it.
He's in the workshop. Where else? He might as well put up a camp cot and live out there with all the time he devotes to me lately.
Why don't you suggest it?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I don't know. He seems to do everything you say, doesn't he?
I'm not sure I like that remark. You're getting more like your rowdy friend every day.
Who, Al? He's trying. Nobody pushes him around.
Well, I think he's an arrogant smart aleck.
I'll tell him you said so. He likes to laugh a lot.
I'm going to talk to your father right now.
Well, Alice, this is a surprise. You haven't been out here for months.
Will you talk to your son?
Good morning, son.
I don't think Mom means pleasant conversation.
I mean his manners. He has far too much to say lately.
Well, now, when I was your age, I was a pretty quiet kind of character, but I think I was considered a worrisome exception. What's the trouble?
Shall I prepare a list?
Dad, maybe I do have a big mouth. I mean, Mom seems to think so, and I guess you're supposed to show me a stern hand or something.
Well, there it is. Oh, a little messed up with glue at the moment. I upset the glue pot on the floor there, so don't either of you sit in.
Go.
Oh, that's right, Harvey. Just grin and laugh away. Be nice to me, be nice to Douglas, and sit on the fence as usual. I'm sure you sat on the fence at work, too. That's how you lost the promotion.
No, I recommended Herb Brown because he had seniority and because I felt he was the better man for the job.
Sometimes I don't understand you at all. And who's that for?
Oh, I promised to knock together a spice rack for the Robinsons. Oh, Jim Reed wants one for his mother.
And you wonder why I say people take advantage of you.
Alice, I enjoy doing this.
Obviously, you're out here every weekend and every night of the week.
You're right, I have been. I'm sorry. Well, it's just that so many friends keep asking for things that this hobby is almost becoming a second job. I promise to give you more time.
Well, I wish you would. Stop being so kind to everybody. Maybe I'd like a spice rack. The house needs painting. After all, I think your family should come first.
Dad, why do you let her walk all over you? Everybody does, and you let them.
I never feel people are walking all over me.
Well, you should. I just wish you were more like Al's old man, that's all. Nobody tries to push him around. Least of all his wife. Why, if she tried to dominate him, I bet he'd haul off and then pow!
Think you would, eh?
Well, I know he would. He's smart because he's tough.
Sounds very impressive.
I just wish you were more like him. Well, I didn't mean it exactly like that, Dad, but... Well, when I'm 21, it's going to be, look out, here I come, because I'm not afraid of anything. Nobody's going to push me around.
You know, I often wonder if talk about strength isn't a cover-up for weakness. Real strength, son, is seldom loud.
Yeah, well, I got to cut out now, Dad. See you later.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on!
Dad, Dad, your arm.
All right, nothing.
But it's...
No, it's just a scratch.
You could have lost your arm on that thing. You could have... I could have lost my whole arm. Ooh.
Oh, you're shaking.
Yeah. Funny. A cold sweat.
Oh, it's all right. You're okay.
I feel...
Okay now.
I think I'm gonna... oh.
That isn't too tight.
No, fine. How are you feeling?
I'd say I had some thinking to do. Dad's the one that got hurt, and did I turn chicken?
If I'd seen myself falling towards that saw, I'd have been just as shaken up as you were.
No, I don't think so. I'd say I've been wrong about a few things.
Anyway, the accident was my fault. I deserved to get stung. Your mother was right. That glue should have been cleaned up right away.
Well, you'd better get on over to Dr. Brownlee's and see about stitches. I called and he's expecting you.
Oh, thank you.
Can I drive the car? Can I drive you over, Dad?
No license?
Well, you'll be with me. And it's only 2 blocks. And it is an emergency.
All right. Keys are in the car.
Right. Dad,
Yeah?
I'll bring the car around to the door.
Alice, I have something I want to show you. It's over here. I finished this one for you last night. I won't be more than 3/4 of an hour, and then we'll get Doug to hang it up for you when we get back. And why don't you make a pot of tea? 2 of us will sit out in the garden for a while.
I'd like that, Harvey. I'd like it very much.
There is a great need for most of us to rethink with Doug Carter the relative values of moral and physical strength. The argument that might is right seems attractive to many, but while attractive, physical might is the lowest form of human strength. Man's progress in the world was very slow until he learned to use a power greater than his own strength. We've come a long way from the harnessing of the first horse to the power of a rocket strong enough to throw a man from Earth to the moon. A man's bigness is no longer measured by the size of his biceps, but by his intellect and spirit. There's no substitute for moral fiber, and it's this spiritual strength which makes gentleness and meekness possible. The living word, the Bible, in speaking of the attractive qualities of human personality, records, "Your beauty should reside in the inmost center of your being, with its imperishable ornament, a gentle, quiet spirit, which is of high value in the sight of God." The lack of the qualities about which St. Paul writes in his letter to the Galatians is perhaps the major reason why men and nations clash rather than cooperate. Let me read you what he wrote. "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering or patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance or self-control. Against such there is no law." These are the kind of virtues that St. Paul claims are above the law. No amount of legislation can cause people to behave toward one another on these terms. But we do have in Jesus Christ the example of such a life, and through his Spirit, the power to change men's lives from selfishness to love for others. Meekness, or gentleness, is really a deep concern and respect for one's fellows. It was perfectly demonstrated in Jesus, whose love for all men is the central theme of Christianity. And now, a song about this great theme, "There is no greater love."
There is no greater love than that of Christ above, that made him stoop to earth, become a man, and the Savior's love can be told by mortal tongue. There is no greater love than that of Christ above, that made him stoop to earth, become a man, and by his death provide redemption's plan. There is no greater love. That's why I'm singing of God's love so rich and free, revealed at Calvary. There is no greater love.
St. Matthew records that a lawyer one day asked Jesus the question, "Master, which is the great commandment in the law?" Jesus said unto him, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets." When a person begins to love his neighbor and gives him the respect and regard he himself would like, meekness and gentleness can't help but result. The difficulty, of course, is to overcome our own selfish interests where they clash with our neighbor's. For the Christian, Jesus Christ is the source of inner strength and love, making him more able to treat his neighbor like a brother. Do you really care about people you meet every day? Jesus did, and he wants to perpetuate his caring through you. Join us again, won't you, when we will seek to learn more of the living Word, and of him who is, in very truth, the living Word. What do you really know about the world's bestseller? This free Bible correspondence course is yours just for the asking. Simply send a letter or postcard to The Living Word, care of this station. Do it today. Do it now.